Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everyone. I um I just want to say hi. It's pretty late, and I decided to come online because I made a pact that I would come on live every single day. So um, here I am on live. It's pretty late, and I'm a little bit, feeling tired, but I wanted to make sure that this happens because there's a lot. There's a lot that I believe needs to be said. It's not even a lot. It's just important things, and so I'm honored to bring the messages forward. And yeah, let's jump right into it. For those who don't know, I'm Damarie, the consciousness coach, and this is Eden Rose. Now, what I'm going to do, as you can see by the title, this is a divine feminine energy reading right now. I was going to do a little bit of a cross reading, but this is what has sort of come out. Now, the first card out was the Tower. And usually the energy that I get from the Tower is it's destructive. It's not always the best looking picture. It's always necessary and needed, and usually great things are you know are able to grow from them, but or at least great change as well can occur after a tower moment. But in this case, this tower is more talking about the destruction of mental, I'm going to call them constructs, mental constructs, ideas, morals, your understanding of the world, your interpretation of things. A lot of those things are the things that are being torn down with this card. It's like the last wall of a fortress that was protecting, the kingdom or something. But the kingdom doesn't really need protection for some reason. It's like, not for some reason, but really the reason is, your kingdom, you yourself, whatever you want to identify yourself as. Um, all of us as humans, we tend to create boundaries around us that we use to protect us, to protect our egos, to protect our feelings. Our belief systems do the same thing. Morals do the same thing, or in some ways. But with this Tower card, it's like all of those constructs, all of those ideas, the way you view the world, how you interact with the world. There's something that is being torn down. There's something that is being maybe removed or taken away or dismantled in some way, that it's almost like it's a good thing. It's almost like it's not even something that causes too much of a disruption. It's more like um, it's more like it just brings about the next sort of coming, the next whatever else is coming next. It brings about the new dawn. It brings about this sort of fresh new energy. So right off the bat with this card, it's kind of like a precursor to the rest of this reading. And So just keeping that in mind, or in the back of your mind. The next cards out were the Queen of Rods. Excuse me, by the way. I sometimes I yawn and I get choked up when I read sometimes, and I'm also very tired and I have a long day of a lot of talking. So I'm going to do my best with my throat chakra here. But yeah, the first cards out were the Queen of Rods, the Two of Pentacles, the Two of Swords, and the Nine of Swords. What I'm sort of getting from these cards is that you have all of the power. Divine Feminine has all of the power she needs. Manifestational power to do whatever it is that she's wanting to do. There isn't anything that's going to be left unturned. There isn't anything that's going to be left undone or unseen. It's already it's like, even if you don't know that you have the things that you need, you do. There's nothing that's missing. It's complete. But the energy of this, the duality of the world and getting caught up within it, these are mental constructs. They're untrue stories. It's like you're creating, or you have created, this energy in your life, Divine Feminine. It was not intentional, but it's a construct, it's a belief system, it's a behavior that you created. You're being confined in whatever way that you feel you're confined, whether it's financially or emotionally or physically, who knows. However it is that you feel confined within yourself, in your life, it's something that you've created in your mind. It's only powerful because you give it power. It only exists because you allowed it to exist. And you have all this manifestational power. So if you're capable of these great grand things vibrationally, then why bother to create all of this confinement and division and this feeling of being, stuck? Contrarily, you can turn around, and by using the power of your mind, and these are the next three cards that I'm talking about now, which were the Queen of Swords, and the Eight of Pentacles, and the Nine of Cups. Now they're facing this way, different from the others, because they came out in reverse, and I usually don't read reversals, but I'm being asked to this time. And it's not really that I'm reading a reversal, it's just that the energies of the cards are opposing, so much so that they're not even just on, these ones are like this and these ones are like this. They're not just on either side. This one is literally inverted. This one is a completely different inverted. It's an inversion of this energy turned into something else. There's a card missing that I planned on pulling when I got to these, so I'm just gonna, there it is. And of course it comes out in reverse as well, the Hanged Man. So yeah, let's put these aside. So with all of this manifestational power that the Divine Feminine has, she's capable of doing literally anything that she could possibly fathom. but she's not going to accomplish it. She's going to continue to create this energy. This energy. Okay? Unless she remembers that it's all in her mind. It's all the power that she has is in her mind. In order to bring this manifestational power into, the physical world and start manifesting, quickly, rapidly, all the things that she needs to line up. All she has to do is use her mind. All she has to do is get to work. Not in the same way that people would work and figure things out here, but it's a vibrational work. It's it's an internal spiritual work. It's an allowing. It's calling into, invoking the things that she needs, using her mind, changing all of the constructs. So here's the tower, right? It's like the tower is here because these constructs, these mental constructs, are all really just, make believe. They're not real. Here they are. These are all things that the Divine Feminine has created for herself. And these things all need to be removed and taken out and knocked down and replaced. So she has a manifestation of power to do that. She has the tools to use that power. And when she does use that power, the energy is going to shift. Now, internally, she's already here, right? This is her energy. But the universe hasn't quite caught up yet. A lot of Divine Feminines, and I mean, at least ones that resonate with this message, things are looking up. Yes, we've done so much growing, we've done so much evolving, we've done so much learning and expanding and offering and honoring, and there's so many, things we've been working on. But yet, not all of the ducks are in a row. There are not all of the things manifesting in the way that we need them to manifest, but it has to do with the choice that you make, right? It has to do with whether or not you take this manifestational power that you've been gifted and granted from, the universe, and also because of all the hard work that you've put in spiritually into it, and you change this, this cycle. You allow the tower, you allow those constructs to start to break down and break away, because you know that they're mental. You know that they're only real because you give them power to be real. They only exist because you've allowed them to exist. And so you go into your mind. This is back into, it would seem probably from the outside looking in that it's a hermit type of energy again, but again, you don't see the hermit here. It's very similar, but it's not a hermit energy. It's not go within and start figuring shit out. We already know what's happening. We already know what's going on here. It's going within with intention, going within with purpose, finding within yourself the specific ways you can use to manifest, not ways of, it's like the Hanged Man is here because he's got a trick up his sleeve. Like, especially this Hanged Man in this deck, this Hanged Man always reminds me of somebody who's got something up his sleeve. Like, he might be hanging, but he's hanging by one foot. The knot doesn't even look that decent, and he's chilling. Like, he's so cool and calm and collected. This Hanged Man might be hanged, but it's almost like he's hanging on purpose. It's almost like he's just about to figure out how to get down. They think he's still hanging, and really he's about to, sit up. He's a fit guy. He's about to sit up and just untie himself and jump down. He has something up his sleeve. And the reason why he's here is because that thing up his sleeve is the manifestational power. It's like you're just gonna be unrecognizable when you start, actually using whatever power that you've come into, your internal, mental, emotional, whatever it is, power that you've come into. When you actually start to use it, that will be your trick up your sleeve. It's the way that you are going to manifest. It's the way that you're going to create things in the world. So I guess this message is saying, you have kind of a choice, Divine Feminine. You can either continue to create with all of this amazing creation and manifestational power that you have within you. You can, choose to pretend to be unconscious and continue to create the things that, you aren't necessarily aligned with, or that you don't want to be aligned with, or whatever things that are undesirable to you that are occurring in your life. You are creating those things, and so you can choose to be aligned with them and give them power, or you can choose to use your manifestational powers. And this is the choice, right? The mental aspect of it, the commitment, the it's like the internal being of the new person. It's like if you switch this one little thing with intention in your mind, then what's going to happen is all of this work that seems like it's supposed to be physical, that stuff doesn't even apply to you, because you're creating it from the the basis, the vibrational aspect. It's really asking you to start. These cards are asking you, Divine Feminine, to start using your power to create the things that you want. But it's almost like a now or never kind of thing, it's like this is the flip side. Either you got this or you got this. Like, pick one. Enough is enough. This energy is shitty. There's no point in being there. There's no point in staying there. Yet you haven't quite removed all of the little pieces of things that need to be gone in order to have this other manifestation, come into being. So it's like, make a choice now. Spirit's like, make a choice now. Enough is enough. Take it or leave it. Do what you want to do. Twist it around. Jump on it. Flip on it. Whatever it is. But make a damn choice. And use your manifestational powers. Allow the tower to come down. Allow the constructs to come down. And then it's like, are you going to blind yourself on... are you going to blind yourself on purpose, or are you going to step into, your light? Wow. It's a pretty intense reading. But I think it was important to share because I think the cards speak for themselves. The cards definitely speak for themselves. So I'm going to leave it at that. It's late. I am very tired and ready for my bed. I got a date with my pillow. So I love you all. Thank you for watching. I hope that this was beneficial and helpful to you. And don't worry if it doesn't resonate again. Don't try to, make your story fit the cards. Just take it as it is, and if it resonates, great, and if not, let it go. So peace and love and light to all of you. I hope to see you all soon. Tomorrow, of course. Have a good night. Deuces.